Councilmember Thomas.
Yes, I have a few announcements and updates. So last week, for the last 2 weeks, I've mentioned the conversation regarding Briarmeadow HOA and the Planning Commission. Unfortunately, the support for the variance was not successful, but I would like to acknowledge the 4 planning commissioners that did vote in support of the residents, Commissioners Jones, Robbins, Sigler, and Smith. Have a good day to them, and except minus everyone else. A subsequent conversation, because of that vote we had with Margaret Wallace Brown and the HOA president about how do we move forward with option 1 and option 2. So she's committed support and aggressive engagement with the community. So we are currently in the process of planning a planning meeting with the leadership team from that community with David Fields, the chief transportation officer. So we can talk about what studies have been done in other neighborhoods to resolve transportation issues. I believe this is going to be a favorable conversation, not just for that one item, but also overall their transportation neighborhood issues. And we will extend an invitation to the commissioners that were in support so they can attend that meeting as well. I also want to give special love to Super Neighborhood 17 and 25. They have just been really consistent in this virtual environment and keeping residents engaged. And we have new leadership for Super Neighborhood 17. There was an earlier mention about, how young the city is. And I'm glad to report that, Super Neighborhood 25 has new and young leadership. And I would like to encourage anyone living in the West Chase area, if you're interested in reactivating the West Chase Super Neighborhood, would love to support you in that process, as we need representation to coordinate with the office. Not lastly, but we have an event, and I'll be joining Councilmember Ed Pollard on May 7th from 12 to 3. In partnership with Olive Branch Muslim Family Services. As we know, these are the holy days of Ramadan. And Ramadan, there's 5 tenets. And Zakat is the charitable obligation. And so we'll be providing fresh food boxes to residents in the area. And so I look forward to joining with our Muslim brothers and sisters on that 7th. And I have to head off after pop-off to visit with the Houston Public Works team. We're doing a site visit on our West Belfort Street project. I'm really excited about the progress. We are ahead of schedule, and they have been very diligent in working with our office to make sure that we meet those deliverables. And we were remiss not to acknowledge International Firefighters Day on social media. So I want to shout out Station 76, 83, and 10 in District F for all of their work. I appreciate that. Happy Mother's Day to everyone this weekend. And for those of you, if you're like me, that have lost their mother, special love and special support to all of you. Hope you have a great Mother's Day weekend, and sending love and prayers to Mike Knox as he unfortunately celebrates the life of his son who's no longer with us. And so I'm going to make every intention to join them on Friday to celebrate not only Jason Knox, but the other officers that we've lost in the line of duty. Thank you so much.